Hi, loves. Medium Michaela Martin. Back on this October 30th, 2024. We hope all is well with you, loves, and the peace, love, light, oneness, and truth that we send to you and we share with you in as we are one, loves. There is no separation. So before Yeshua does his thing, for all of you, I, Medium Michaela Martin, wanted to come on and let you loves know the plans that the Academy has coming in the future for all of you. We talked about doing a white table talk. A white table talk segment is going to be done for all of you, similar to how our sister Kimberly Palm from Spiritual Growth Journeys does her own YouTube videos with her special guests. And the way this will be done, it will be recorded on Zoom and published here on our official YouTube channel for you. It'll be done with all of us in the Ananda family, with our brothers and sisters discussing various topics of society, of anything that's relatable to you the people, as Yeshua would say. And it will be lots of love, laughter, and joy for all of you. And it will be recorded live on Zoom between us and our brothers and sisters that we will be inviting onto the Zoom, just like my sister Kimberly Palm from Spiritual Growth Journeys does. And the way this is going to work is all of us at the white table, quote unquote, will be talking about one subject that we all agree upon, sharing our thoughts, feelings, and opinions on the topic. Plus, our Ananda family will be addressing the truth behind these topics for all of you. We're not sure when we're going to release this new segment, but it is planned for the future, not so distant future. And if you loves want to, you can email us questions that pertain to the collective. Not personal questions, but questions that pertain to the collective at mediummichaelafb@gmail.com. Again, it's mediummichaela, all one word, fb@gmail.com. And you must put your inquiry on there and your question. And if we get to your question in the segment, we will be publishing it on our YouTube channel. Whoever our family is sitting down with for a one-on-one conversation, they will also be publishing it on their YouTube channels. If that makes sense, loves. Again, there will be no personal questions, only questions that pertain to the collective for the benefit of the collective. If that makes sense, loves. So that is coming up in the future, hopefully soon. And if anyone puts down any of our guests, our brothers and sisters that we have on our YouTube channel for the white table talk, they will be permanently blocked and deleted from our channel as well as our family's channel. And if you want to go to my sister Kimberly's website, you can go to spiritualgrowthjourneys.com for more information, services, and details. You can also go to her Learn It Live website, learnitlive.com/Kimberly Palm. And you can also go to her official YouTube channel and subscribe, if you've not already done so, Spiritual Growth Journeys. Sissy, we love you. Thank you for being a part of this family. And before Yeshua does his teaching with you loves today, I wanted to explain a vision that I was given by Sananda Yeshua this morning in a modern day version of it. I was given this vision this morning of what looked to be a brick building, a school of some sort. And on the front of the building it said Ananda, which is our family's name, headed by Sananda, which is Yeshua. So on this building it had the word Ananda. And as I walked into this building, it had classrooms of all of us that are part of the Ananda Collective. And each of us had our own little classrooms and our students that we were teaching. And each of us play a part in the Ananda family. For example, my door said Mrs. Martin with Yeshua, Ascension Teacher. And then my sister's door said Mrs. Palm, Ascension Teacher. And on it went. So all of us that were part of the Ananda family had our own little classrooms and our students, because we don't look at you guys as followers of our family. We look at you as students. And Yeshua had told me quite a few times, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. If that makes sense, loves. So then, as I'm walking down the hallway, I look down on the floor and it says Ananda with a big 5-pointed star in blue and gold, a big 5-pointed star in the middle. And on down the hallway it said our sister's name, Stellar Fairbrand, with Miriam Magdala on the door, because she's the only one that channels Miriam Magdala in the mystery school classes. There is no other one besides our sister Stellar that channels Miriam Magdala. So if anyone claims to be channeling Miriam Magdala besides our sister Stellar during the mystery schools and during her music, they are pulling your leg. They are channeling not so nice entities. Put it that way. Our sister Stellar is the only one that channels Miriam Magdala for the mystery schools and the teachings there. And you can go to her website, StellarAscensionAcademy.com. And I will put her website and details in the YouTube channel description of the video. So many links, so many choices. Having said that, loves, in this vision, I go into my door where the classroom of mine is. And I see all of you guys sitting there in your classroom seats, taking notes. And Sananda Yeshua had written on the board, Mrs. Martin with Yeshua. He had written our names on the board. And as he was teaching, he was at the front of the desk, and we were all sitting in the back of the room watching him. The beings that are with me 24/7, also known as our teacher's assistants, were sitting in the back of the room. Beautiful, loving light beings like Yeshua, Mother Miriam, Ascended Master Saint Germain, Archangel Michael, and a couple others. were sitting in the back of the room. So when it became time for Yeshua to do his thing, or his teaching, he walks up to the front of the board and does his usual greeting for you and goes on with the teaching. And I knew when I was shown this vision, it was not only metaphorical, but it was also a vivid point. And the point behind this vision that Sananda Yeshua showed me is that we're all teachers of another. And I asked him to speak about this vision that he gave me this morning, because it was a loaded vision. Because you guys are the students, and we are your teachers. And then he looks at me and says, the student becomes the teacher becomes the student. And I asked him to elaborate on what this means in today's teaching. And remember, egos can get in the way, so take what resonates, loves, and leave the rest. Remember, your heart is your meter for what is true and not true for you. Please listen with an open mind and heart. And we tell our students all the time to, when you're listening to anybody, whether it's ourselves or anyone in this family or any other being, listen with your eyes closed. So that way you can take it all in and decipher what is true for you. We don't claim to be perfect. There is always egos in the way when you're in a third dimensional body and filters. So this is why we say, love, take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you have an open heart and open mind, please feel free and share us with other brothers and sisters. And please look forward to what we have coming as a family in the not so distant future. We're not sure when we're going to release it. The segments of the white table talk, but that's how it's going to go. And if you have a specific question about your ascension or something that's not personal and you want to send it to us, you can send it to us via email, mediummichaelafb@gmail.com. Again, you must put your name on there and you must put your subject on there so we know. Otherwise, it will go in the trash. Okay? And every time we upload a video, it will be published for you here on our official YouTube channel. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe and the bell and all that stuff. And now, loves, being that we're already grounded as a family, I ask for the firewall of protection to be placed up around our family, brothers and sisters, and any and all technologies that may or may not be used at this time, as we do not consent to any dark demonic energies or infiltration of any kind. As we ask you, Father, Mother, Adonai, and the universe to return to sender all negative things that has been or will be directed toward us, brothers and sisters, as well as myself. Return to sender all negative things, as we do not consent, do not consent, do not consent. As I use the violet flame of Ascended Master Saint Germain to cleanse and clear the mind, body, and spirit of any egos, feelings, thoughts, emotions, and perceptions, filters, and biases at this time, to become a clear open channel for you, Sananda Yeshua the Christ, with the purest intention of light and love only, given to our students at this time. And so it is. I ask you, brothers at Kyo, to shield any and all technologies, as well as our family and brothers and sisters' technologies, with your protective love, light, and your shield of protection as well from any and all entities or darkness. And so it is. And remember, loves, take what resonates and leave the rest. And remember, we love you all. And indeed, once again, greetings unto you, beloved and holy children of light divine. For indeed, you are as I am, the I am that is but love. For I am indeed your beloved brother and friend and equal, the one you've known simply throughout your time and space as Sananda, Yeshua the Christ. I come forth not for myself, but indeed for you. For in truth, I love you. And indeed, there is no separation, beloved friends, is it not? We speak through this, our beloved, the, shall we say, mouthpiece of one Sananda Yeshua onto the world, dear one. We speak of truth, compassion, tenderness, and mercy for all, beloved friends. We speak of how all beings of light and love are teachers for another beloved brother or sister. Every experience is a teaching, learning, experience, and expression, beloved friend. Does that make sense for you? You learn, therefore evolve, and therefore grow from each and every experience that you've called forth into your perception of your duality, that what you've called life, dear one. Does that make sense for you? You learn from others' experiences, dear one. Should we say what to do and not to do, or therefore take away forth from, dear one? Does that make sense for you? You can learn from your inner self, your understanding of the truth of your beingness, dear one. Does that make sense for you? For the English language was created by the Dark Ones to establish a control over the truth and core of your beingness, dear one. Does that make sense for you? Therefore, when you say to oneself, I understand, instead of understand, you are not fully grasping the concept of what is being taught to you, dear souls of earth. You are therefore, to use another word of your duality in language and terminology, you are therefore underestimating the truth of your beingness, your God-Goddess power, dear friends of earth. You are not taking a moment to breathe in the power of oneness, to be still and know that ye are God, for indeed you are, beloved friends. Are you not? You are not taking it in, but you are trusting outside of oneself rather within, dear one. This is why one instead should say, I understand. Because when one says, I understand, you are understanding it with your core beingness, with your heart of hearts, dear one, rather than the ego or the head. Does that make sense for you, dear one? For ye are the truth. And what is the truth, dear one, but love? All beings of light and love are teachers in your world of duality. All serve as a perfect divine purpose of learning for another beloved brother or sister. All serve as one infinite being to connect oneself to the one source that is within you, dear one, that is within all the Father, Mother, our Buddha consciousness, dear friends. Does that make sense for you? You are as I am. You are the students. And we, therefore, are your teachers, dear friends. But there is no difference between you, the student, and the teacher. Because indeed, the teachers, that which we are, have learned from you, our students, and in your world, vice versa. You are no better than us or less than us, as we are all one and equal, dear one. We are not higher nor above you. We are your brothers and sisters in light divine. We are all divine beings, created from that one source that is but love, that is but peace, that is the great I am that I am, dear one. Does that make sense for you? No one is therefore excluded from that love that which you are. Only your perceptions and egos can therefore make exclusion possible. There is no exclusivity, dear one. There are millions of teachers upon your Holy Mother, beloved earth. And there are many teachers of light and love, dear one. But there are many teachers of darkness and deception, dear one. So one must use one's own discernment and divine free will choice to choose the truth for them. Let the truth be shown unto you by the Father, Mother, Upborn consciousness. As one is still and asks the Holy Spirit or the Comforter Creator, show me the way, Father, Mother. Show me the correct perception of this, and it will be shown unto you. Ask, and ye shall receive. Seek, and ye shall find, dear one. Because indeed, the truth is within you, dear one. Is it not? And the truth that is within you is but love. For love never fails nor lies, dear one. Love is light. Light uncovers darkness. Darkness is deception. Love is all things. Does that make sense for you, beloved friends? When one is, should we say, perceiving that one is greater or lesser than the other, you are not perceiving from the heart, but rather the head or the mind, dear one. The mind that is without God, the Father, Mother, Upborn consciousness. For all is one, dear one. The breath of oneness is where your planet is headed indeed at this time. As the dark ones continue to rear their ugly head yet again, as one more final battle round is ongoing. But this is not to be discouraged, dear one, but only embraced with love and trust. Trust, trust, trust in yourself, as ye are God. You are the power of change, dear one. It is not singly one Yeshua, but indeed all of you, dear one. Great rays of love and light that which you are. Does that make sense for you, beloved ones? The truth shall not need to be justified. The truth shall indeed, once again, set you free. Love is unrestricting. Fear is restricting, dear friends. You are teachers, as are we. We are your students, and you are our students, dear one. We are all under the umbrella of the Christ that is God. Let us say this again, precious ones. We are all under the umbrella of the Christ, that which is God, dear one. That is perfect love always, dear one. Does that make sense for you? All serve as infinite reminders of truth for the other beloved brother or sister. See the Christ in you as you see it within others. Acknowledge the Christ within yourselves as you see it in one Yeshua. Because the same power that dwells within me, dear ones, also dwells within you, precious friends. Does that make sense for you? It is indeed that simple. The truth lies within you. As more, should we say, shit will hit the fan to take down the darkness, we need all hands on deck at this time of light and love. Pray, 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 pray for peace. Pray for healing upon your Holy Mother, beloved earth. Pray for reunion of Christ consciousness yet again. Pray for joy, freedom, power, strength, happiness, abundance. All the beings of love and light to be on the earth yet again, dear one. And all the beings of darkness to be obliterated and wiped from the face of your Holy Mother, beloved earth, once and for all, dear one. You are the Christ. You are the Christ child of love and light, that which has been spoken about in your holy scriptures. Not one Yeshua ben Yosef, but indeed you. The light that was shown in me as a mere babe is also shown within you, dear one. You are the Christ child. As you and the Father are one, dear one, are you not? There is truly no separation in the oneness that is, but love, dear one. All is infinite reminders of the truth and possibility within oneself. For in your world of duality, you have an interesting saying. With God, all things are possible, dear one. And this is indeed true. Because indeed, nothing is impossible with God. All things are possible with that which is the Comforter, Creator, our blue consciousness, dear friends. All things that may seem, to use the word of your duality, unimaginable or unthinkable, or what you would term miracles, are possible. Miracles happen every day, beloved friends. Miracles are occurring all around you, dear one. It is what you choose to therefore perceive that you declare and decree and become so in your world of duality. To give you an understanding, we will say, of what we are speaking upon, dear one, it is a miracle the breath of life is within you, dear one. It is a miracle you are heeding the words of one Yeshua ben Yosef and one's family. It is a miracle and therefore a reason why things happen, dear one. There is no such thing as coincidences, dear one. You are where you're supposed to be for a specific reason. But only the Goddess power within you would know the truth behind that reasoning, dear one. For indeed, you are the students, but you are also the teachers, dear one. Do not therefore take away from oneself. Only add to the power of love that which you are. For all is indeed God, dear one. All is indeed perfect. It is only your perceptions of not being so, and of your egos that, shall we say, clouds your judgment, dear one. Does that make sense for you? Restrict nothing. Hold back nothing, but embrace all that which you are in light and love. Trust, trust, trust in your Goddess power, dear one. For love is the only way. Love is the one path of God that is indeed shared by all, dear one. Does that make sense for you? You are the conquerors of all deception and darkness in your world of duality. Change your perception. Therefore, change your creation, dear one. Let us say this again. Change your perception. Change your creation. It is indeed that simple, beloved friends. For greater things that I have done, you will therefore also do, dear one. Listen to love and let love guide you. For love is truly what you are. All of you are mirrors for another beloved brother or sister. All of you are an individualized form of the one source that is but love. Individualized, dear one, does not mean separation, dear one. Does that make sense for you? All of you, beloveds, are teachers of divine love, if one should therefore choose, in the divine feminine and masculine energies, dear one. All is equal to one Yeshua and one Yeshua's family, the Ananda family that which we are. We are your teachers, but so too are you, dear one, as ye are God also, dear one. Learning from oneself is key at this point, beloved friends. Learning the truth, being still, and listening to the still small voice that is within you, that is God, that is but love, that indeed you are, as I am. And so it is, beloveds. I am indeed your beloved brother and friend and equal, the one you've known simply throughout your time and space as Sananda Yeshua the Christ. And I have come as a restorer of truth, the bringer of peace, as I am indeed but the Prince of Peace, beloved friends. I am indeed as you are, Prince and Princesses of Peace, beloved friends. You are the change makers onto the world, as I am. You are the eyes, ears, hands, expression of the perfect I am, that is God. And all is but one. I have come where one perceives oneself to be, so that the truth may reign again upon your Holy Mother, beloved earth. I have come with my sword of truth to bind all darkness and evil and liberate the pure in heart. And so it is, beloved friends, and so indeed it is. I am as you are, and so it is.